Park, a new beginning, let's go. Started back rocking the brown. Ever since we've been knocking them down. Baby said she wanna go to the game. Taught her how to say Padre gang. Started back rocking the brown. Ever since we've been knocking them down. Mitchell and Ness with the old school name. All of the homies holler Padre gang. Yeah, that.
And good day, everybody. Welcome to the Talking Friars pregame show for June 10th, 2022. Got the Padres and the Rockies kicking off at 6:40. Chad Kuhl on the mound for the Rockies. The Padres are bringing out Joe Musgrove, none other than No Joe. This definitely, first glance, this is definitely a game that they need to win. Maybe they don't need to win it, but they should win it. Joe Musgrove obviously coming off that amazing start against the Milwaukee Brewers. Took a no-hitter into the 8th inning, went, 7 2/3 no-hit innings. Then gave up the double to Colton Wong. It ended up going over Azokar's head. Yeah, it was a tough ball. I thought that Azokar probably had a good chance at getting to it. But right now, getting back to today's game, Musgrove, what can you expect from him? I mean, Chris Bryant is... What happened to him? I mean, he is not in the lineup, I don't think, for the Rockies. He just got his money, and now he's not playing. I don't know what injury he has, but that's pretty much the situation right now. Yeah, not in the lineup. Ryan McMahon's in there at third base. Oh, I went black there for a little bit. You got me? I think I'm here. Yeah, so Ryan McMahon's in there at third base for the Rockies, but for the Padres, I mean, the big news today, right? Will Myers probably going to be out for another 3 to 4 weeks. Not less than 6 weeks, or not more than 6 weeks is what reporters have been saying. He's elected not to get his knee surgery. Whenever someone elects not to get the surgery, that's a little concerning for me. Maybe it's just because I saw Dinelson Lamet not opt for the surgery, and I said this in the reaction video that's on this YouTube channel. I was like, Lamet opted to not get the surgery. Look how that turned out. Excuse me. And I know that Myers is a knee. Lamet was an elbow, right? A UCL, I think. So those are totally two different things. But at the same time, not getting the surgery, it's kind of like, well, okay, you're just opening up that possibility of delaying your return even more if there's a hiccup and maybe hurting it right when you come back, right? And, I mean, the positive side with this is you look at it and you say Nomar Mazara, hey, now he gets the chance, right? He was obviously going to get the chance anyway when Myers was still hurt, but he's going to get that double time frame chance. Like, instead of 2 weeks of a chance, now it's like 4 weeks if Myers is out for another 4 weeks. So actually it's kind of not just 4 weeks, now it's like 5 weeks. That ball was crushed. So I mean, that's pretty much, I mean, with Mazara, that's the main takeaway, is that Mazara gets the amount of playing time that the Padres probably want him to get, so that they can make an informed decision of if he should stay with the big league team for maybe the rest of the year, or if it's kind of like a Trace Thompson thing and they option him back down or trade him and get something for him. Cano, he is back with the Padres on a minor league deal. He is now in AAA. That was surprising to me because Robinson Cano doesn't seem like that guy that would just willingly go accept a minor league deal and be like, hey, I'm going to go down to the minor leagues. Let me get some at-bats. Like, that just doesn't seem like what Will Myers is. Or, excuse me, not Will. Cano, excuse me. That doesn't seem who Cano is. He seems like a guy, I'm just going to sit around, not really do anything until a major league guy or a major league team comes and offers him something, right? Because of everything that he's accomplished, he probably feels like, hey, I don't need to go down to the minor leagues. Why should I go down to the minor leagues? You know, I'm good. But props to him, right? He liked his time with the Padres, with the big league team, and that's exactly what he's going to do now. He's going to come and go to El Paso, get some at-bats, and the positive from the Padres' point of view, even if, let's say, Chris Bryant, sorry, I'm totally distracted because Chris Bryant is signing autographs for some young kids over there. Even if Cano doesn't reach the big league team and he sucks in the minor leagues or whatever, who cares, right? That's not the main thing. I think the main positive takeaway the Padres can take from this, their major league organization, is Abrams and Eggy too, he's on the team, but Abrams and Esther Ruiz are now going to get a chance to go learn from Robinson Cano, right? All the things that Cano was teaching Tatis and all the knowledge that he was giving Tatis and other players on the Padres when he was with the major league team, now he can do that in the minor leagues. Luis Campusano is another guy that Cano can talk to. I know he's not a catcher, but in terms of being in the big leagues and how to deal with struggles and all that, he can talk to him about that, right? So I think, obviously, putting him in AAA, it can only be a positive. Like, I'd love to find the negative in Cano being in AAA. Like, there's no negative for it. He gets some at-bats, and he can give some young guys some knowledge, right? Give them some tips and some pointers if they want it. Yeah, Anthony says here in the chat, good afternoon, just got off work. Surprising news about Cano. Good sign that he's not an egomaniac and willing to go to El Paso. And yeah, willing to help out. And I don't know if it's him willing to help out. I mean, I think he's going to be willing to help out. But I think really for him, it's him trying to go get some more at-bats and a team go scout him and say, hey, we'll take a chance on you. We'll trade for you. Or we'll say, hey, ask for your release from the Padres and we'll come sign you. I think that's what he's trying to do. But at the same time, that's what the Padres can get out of this, is they can get Cano giving some tips and some pointers to teammates. So that was the big news today. Cano going to AAA, signing back with the Padres, and then Myers being out probably for 4 weeks, another 3 or 4 weeks. Zertry says, what's up, Ben? Where are the Gaglione's fries? I'm going to get some today. Don't worry. Anthony says, too bad for Will. Setback, not the way he wanted to see his contract wind down. I mean, yeah, I understand that. But at the same time, it's not like he's out for the year. Okay, he's out for let's say he's out for another 3 or 4 weeks. He's still going to be available, hopefully, if he's healthy. He'd still be here for the second half of the season. You know, I don't think it's that huge of a deal for him to miss time. Like, he can still finish out this Padres contract pretty strong. A bunch of kids are running down because Charlie Blackmon's signing autographs right now. I don't know if you can see that. He's signing autographs for some kids. But as for, let's see, what to watch first for today. I mean, how long will Joe Musgrove go? The bullpen, right? You hope to save the bullpen, right? This is like the ideal scenario for the Padres. Because today they have Musgrove going, and then, he's someone that goes long innings. So they're probably going to have to use only Garcia and Rogers or something like that. If everything goes well, the Padres have a lead late in the game, yada, yada, yada. And you compound that, so you're not going to use a lot of bullpen today, hopefully. And then the bullpen had a day off yesterday. So they'll be ready to go, all hands on deck for the doubleheader tomorrow. I think that's huge. And then Sunday, you deal with it then. Because remember, the doubleheader tomorrow, it's going to be 9 innings. Both games are 9 innings. It's not any of this 7-inning stuff. So day off yesterday, Musgrove today. That sets up the bullpen really, really well. If you want the Padres bullpen usage chart, just go to the Talking Friars Twitter account, the Instagram story, and you'll be able to find it there. What to watch for is, I already got into the Musgrove thing right there. The lineup today, Let me scroll down here. I went black there because I was on the MLB app. But, okay, so the lineup today, Profar's leading off, Crony's hitting second, Manny's hitting third, Voigt's hitting fourth, Haas hitting fifth, Mazar's in there hitting sixth, Ha-Seong Kim hitting seventh, Trent Grisham hitting eighth, Austin Nola hitting ninth, and he is going to be catching Joe Musgrove tonight. Not really a whole lot to talk about there for the lineup. I'm going to go with Jake Cronenworth for my Padre pick tonight. I like him hitting there second. I put a stat out yesterday. I'm blanking on what the stat was, but it was really impressive in terms of what he's done. I think it was the last, 15 games or 15 plate appearances or at-bats? I forget what it was. But nonetheless, it was really impressive. And he's getting hot. Yeah, Profar, who's doing well out of that leadoff spot. Obviously, Manny is Manny. That's a very great top third of the order. Now it's just a matter of what is the rest of the order going to do. I like Luke Voigt right now. He's having better at-bats. So that's definitely a positive. Hosmer, not going to trust him in any big situation anymore because it's not April, right? That's just the situation. That's the way that it is right now. What was I going to say? Nomar Mazar, that's another guy I like. I trust him. Grisham, I trust him to lay down a bunt, but I still don't trust him like hitting-wise in a big situation. I think Azokar puts together gooder's not a word, better at-bats. But tonight, Grisham is in the batting order. Ha-Seong Kim, I discussed this with Darnay Tripp on the last episode, which was out yesterday. And how much he has struggled. I mean, he's hitting under 200 this month. Was it under 200 last month? Or it was close to 200. It still sucked last month. That's the point. It's kind of like Hosmer. Like the start of the season for him, April was good. And then the second month, it's just not the same. Just not the same production. So it's really the top third of the lineup that I would trust right now. Profar, Cronenworth, Manny, and then sprinkle in a couple guys, Mazara, Azokar when he's playing. Nola, I trust him in terms of contact, but when he's hitting at the bottom of the order and they get some guys on, and let's say it's a runner in scoring position, well, not a runner in scoring position, but specifically a runner on second, that's not really where I trust him. I trust him when there's a runner on third and less than 2 outs. You need him to have a sac fly. Sign me up with Nola at bat, So that's the lineup and who I trust right now. Went through my Padre pick. That's Crony today. I got my Padre pick yesterday, right? What else? My what to watch for is I went over a couple of those. The bullpen situation, I went over that. Starting pitching matchup. Chad Kuhl on the mound for the Rockies. I believe he has an ERA under 4. Don't know a lot about him. I don't have my notes in front of me because I'm at the game. Yeah, Irie, season tickets, I have a half season. So I'm here usually Mondays when they have Monday games. But I don't think Mondays might not be a part of the package. Wednesdays, Fridays, Sundays, usually when it is. So yeah, I have half season tickets. So yeah, section 309. So if you ever find me doing a pregame show here early during BP, feel free to come say hi. There's been a couple people that have already done that, and I really appreciate that. That's kind of like oh wow, people are really starting to recognize the show, and that's a really, really cool thing that people are starting to recognize me. So that's cool. Any other comments? Welcome back, Cano. Gil says, yeah, I talked about that. It's a low-risk, high-reward move, I guess. I don't even think the move is like for the Padres' sake of things. I think it's them giving him the minor league deal so that he can go give some knowledge and some pointers to Abrams and Camposano and Eggy Rosario and Esther Ruiz and all the young guys. I think that's the main positive out of the Padres thing. Padres' point of view, and the fact that no one signed him, so they were able to do this and pick him up on a minor league deal. So there's not a whole lot to talk about with Cano. I don't think he'd come up and like be a big like force. I mean, he was a big force, I guess, for the first like couple games, and then wasn't the same after that. And then obviously they released him because he was like 0 for 20 or something in his last 20 at bats before he got released. So mainly for the Padres' sake, it's just giving him experience and then, or giving the minor leaguers experience talking to Cano. And then for Cano's sake, it's just him getting extra at bats. And then they'll see if they can find out a trade for him, if someone's interested, scout him at the minor league level and they like what they're seeing. But that's pretty much what it is right now with Cano. All right, so 6:40 is the first pitch. Musgrove against Chad Cole. Padres should win. They probably need to win this game. You never know what's going to happen in a doubleheader. But I like the pitching matchup. Obviously, they have the favorable one. They have the favorable doubleheader tomorrow with the pitching matchups, especially if not really anyone in the bullpen gets used tonight, because then they'll have the doubleheader to use pretty much anyone who they want to. So hopefully they can get a win, first of 4 games. I know it's 3 days, but 4 games because of the doubleheader tomorrow. Ben Fad signing off. Hopefully you guys enjoy your Friday night. I am. And yeah, I'm going to continue watching the Rockies have some BP. And I'll see you later.